and welcome to the Corporate Sister TV. My name is Solange Lopes and I'm the founder of the Corporate Sister website and brand. In today's video, we are discussing using our careers as platforms for social justice. Many, if not most of us, have been wondering lately how we can contribute to improving social justice in our environments, in our countries, and in the world at large. However, many, if not most of us, feel like we don't have enough exposure or enough influence or are not in high enough positions of authority that we can actually effect an impactful change on social justice, right? Wrong, actually. Each and every one of us is not only responsible but able to bring their contribution to the fabric of social justice around us, in our environments, in our countries, and in the world at large. But how do we do this in the context of our careers? I would like to offer 3 tips for your consideration that can help all of us begin to think about or continue to think about and to act towards using our careers as platforms for social justice. The first tip is to bring our whole entire selves to work and show up exactly as our authentic selves in our workplace. Why is this important? Why does it even matter? A large part of social justice the lack of social justice is rooted in miseducation, misinformation, and the lack of adequate and appropriate resources for enough people to be educated about the differences that exist among individuals. And for this very reason, it is so important for us all, especially as women, and especially as women of color and Black women, to strive and to dare to bring our whole selves at work, including our backgrounds, our stories, our experiences, but also our very unique points of views, opinions that are largely shaped by the very unique experiences and life stories that we bring to the table. This is a huge contribution to educating each and every person around us about what it really means to live in our shoes, not just to walk in our shoes, but to live in our shoes, to experience the things that we experience, to go through the things that we go through, and how that shapes the innovation that we bring to the table, all the worth and the precious value that we bring that is very often missed by corporations and the entire society at large because of this fundamental lack of education and of information around diversity and around the need to consider diversity as an inherent part of social justice. The second tip that I would like to offer is to share resources. Again, we need to tackle this fundamental lack of information, lack of education, lack of knowledge and insight about diversity, about inclusion, and about the very many types of people, personalities, experiences, backgrounds, life stories that come together each and every day in and outside of our workplaces. These resources can be provided in the form of personal stories, as I've mentioned before, or through the medium of personal interactions. But it could also be sharing more resources around social justice. What organizations are fighting on behalf of social justice, and how can you and other people in your workplace contribute to these organizations? What causes are being supported on behalf of social justice that you're aware of that maybe your coworkers and your colleagues may not be aware of? What resources inside of your organization may be available to tackle the issue of social justice in and outside of your organization? Can you make more public, or can you work towards sharing with your coworkers, colleagues, and members of management as well? Sharing resources is so important. And last but not least, the third tip that I would like to offer, other than bringing our whole selves at work and sharing our resources, is to serve as role models. Many of us have skills, abilities, hold positions of power, influence, and privilege that we can use to help. And in that capacity, we can use what we have to serve as role models. This can be in the form of serving as mentors, formal or informal, for other people, or serve as allies to unrepresented groups and minorities, for instance. There are many ways that you and I can use our experiences, our positions, our platforms at work, but also outside of work, to provide the model that so many need in order to be influenced to act more towards social justice. So these are the 3 tips that I wanted to offer around using our careers as platforms for social justice. I'd be curious to know what it is that you and others in your own capacity, in your own position, with your own skills and gifts and stories and abilities, do to use your careers as platforms for social justice as well. Please email us at corporate@thecorporatesister.com and give us your insights. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.